Hello, this is George Linkert coming at you from Mound, Minnesota. It's April 4th, 2020. Um, we're in the midst of the coronavirus outbreak right now, and felt it was time to share a few thoughts, mainly about my facial hair here, my beard, and this mustache I've been trying to grow out for the last few months, and talk about it because I'm afraid I'm going to have to remove some of it, if not all of it, here in the next day or two. Um, so, that said, I thought I would just share some notes that I had about what it's like to have a beard. My whole life I've been pretty clean shaven. You know, if it grows out after a couple days, I just didn't like it. Shave it. I really liked the clean look, and I was really always kind of bothered with people with huge beards, and thought it was not becoming, frankly. But to each their own choice. That's okay. I'm not. I try not to judge, but I think we still all do in our own ways. But definitely nothing I really ever wanted to do. Um, and great respect for many men, including my dad, who has always had a beard as I was growing up. So, and I can only think of. I remember him having the clean shaven face maybe once. I mean, once for sure, maybe twice. But I just never a look for me. Um, but I've been obviously have grown this out for the last several months, and been really interesting how my interactions have changed with people, or their interactions with me, maybe. Um, some are good. Most of the interactions part. The A lot of things I don't like about this. Still, never really have liked having this. But they, I will say, it has been kind of fun in a way because I've surprised some people with this, and some people have been really complimentary. Oh, that looks really good on you, George. That's what they would say, or people I work with, and some friends. Uh, and So that's fun. And another kind of, I didn't realize this was going to happen, but as soon as it started coming out, I've just had several ladies who would come up and, "Ooh, George, I feel so nice," and they would come up and stroke it, and I'm like, "Wow, that's I'm very uh, I like it. Why don't you? What's wrong with the clean shaven face? Why don't you feel my clean shaven face when that was clean? That's what goes through my head. Some of the tough parts have been about like this mustache. I've been really trying to get this going sideways, and I've even been using wax. But it doesn't the wax doesn't hold for more than a couple hours maybe, um, and then it starts drooping. It gets in my mouth, and it's that's been not a lot of fun to deal with. When this was starting to come out here, I could see it. I could see it down in my peripheral vision, and so I'd be talking, and all of a sudden little hairs would be flopping up into my peripheral vision. I'm like, "What's that? Is that a cat?" And no, it was my hair. That took a while to get used to. And yeah, the whole working with wax thing is just. And I tried to do it before I started this video. Still not doing great. And I I'm not. I feel like I'm not doing it right, and I did spend some time watching some videos about it, and I was planning to go see a barber before this started to happen. This coronavirus started happening, so ever since that shut everything down, I'm like, okay, now what do I do? Um, so that's been kind of interesting. The struggles of having the beard. Um, One of the things, though, that I wanted to talk a moment about was the whole machismo of having a beard. And this, I got some really loud Canadian geese out here. Talking about machismo, interrupt the Canadian geese springtime territorial feeding ground, I guess, and you're gonna get that at them. I hope that isn't too loud for this video. um, So they must see. I think I saw a loon over there. Oh no, there they go. Ooh, they're taking off after him. Good. Anyway, the machismo of the beard and the rugged, hardy guys who have beards. Um, you're more of a man if you have a beard, and I just the whole thing is just a bunch of hooey. And but it's out there, it's definitely out there, and I definitely people I think are like, "Ooh, George, you're such a man now," and I'm like, "What? I was a man before." So that is that's been kind of weird, and I think we really need as a society, as a community, as a society, to say, you know what, you don't need to have a beard to be a rugged guy, and don't let that get into your head, frankly. So anyway, one of the big reasons I wanted to make this video was to explain why I'm doing this, because I think, as I said a moment ago, I'm going to be removing some of this, if not the whole thing. So I've been kind of keeping it a secret. A couple people know, but it's been kind of interesting. Some people have been trying to guess. So one reason why I've been growing this out is because I had never done it before, and uh, I thought when the idea struck me, I'm like, I should just do this, just because I'm now a mature adult, and who knows? Obviously, I'm losing some of this back here, and let's do this while I can, or maybe can. I didn't know how it would look. So that was one reason. But one of the instigation of this started in early October when the local theater group here in the West Tonka schools, for the Mound West Tonka schools, or Mound West Tonka Community Theater, who had done the Music Man last year, and I took part in the Pit Orc show, which was fun. But I missed out on being in the cast, and so I had made tentative plans to plan to be in the cast this year. So mainly because I wanted to be with my family who were on stage. Um, so they announced they were going to do the Wizard of Oz, and I thought, oh, okay, yeah, that'll be all right, I guess. I was not terribly excited about it, but that's okay. It's not about me; it's about the community. So, but as I was thinking about it, I thought, oh, if maybe I try out for one of those big roles, like the Cowardly Lion. So I really, almost that first day, I thought, you know what? I'm gonna start growing on my beard so that I can, when I audition for the Cowardly Lion, I have this on there. One of the things I was interested in last year with the Music Man was a lot of the guys in the cast had started growing mustaches and beards for their part, and they probably, I'm sure they didn't start tall. They knew, excuse me, they knew what part they were getting, so they had maybe a month or two to grow those out, and they looked okay. But I thought, boy, I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna have this big facial hair thing, and it's gonna be awesome. I haven't been cutting up here either. So I thought I'm gonna grow this out, so maybe that will help me get that part of the lion, the Cowardly Lion. Um, so I'll look the part and all that. And if I didn't get it, that'd be okay. I think this might still work for like the citizen of the city of Oz, or maybe a flying monkey. Heck, why not? So, kudos to those of you that had a couple of people. Like one person in December had said, "Are you trying out for a part?" And I said, "Me? I play the trombone. Why would I play it? Why would I try out for a part?" And I'm like, "Oh no, somebody's gonna guess." And I can't remember if it was December or February, but one of my colleagues at my workplace, Sharon, said this came up, and she like all of a sudden put two together. She goes, "George, are you trying out for the Cowardly Lion?" And I didn't acknowledge it, but I'm like, oh, like, how did she figure that out? So kudos to Sharon to guessing that correctly. I think she might have been the only one. But yeah, that was why I was doing this, was to get be the Cowardly Lion in the Wizard of Oz. So I was starting to work on "Is I the King of the Forest," and I was actually looking at scripts and just trying to see if I can get those lines in my head before the audition started. But I'm kind of feeling like I'm not sure if I'm going to be in position to do that now with this coronavirus and my work situation. So, because I'm going to have to, I work in healthcare, so we're start requiring us all to wear masks. I don't work in, I mean, I work in healthcare. I do activities with people, seniors, and people with mental illnesses, and I gonna start requiring us to wear masks as we work with them. And next week, it was advised that this beard may not work with a mask. Um, so some of this is definitely going to be going, and we'll see where it ends up. So, hope that wasn't too long. Thank you very much for putting up with my video. Uh, have a great, folks, everybody. Stay healthy, and we will see what I will post a picture of what happens here after this. All right, thanks, guys.